Hello and welcome to Hero Mode Audio Chronicles, episode 46. I'm your host, Curtis Hunt. And with me today is one Stephen Jeffers.
How are you, sir? Hello.
And
it's good to be here.
Regular co-host, Leland Stone.
Hola. So yes, gentlemen,
pretty fucking nice day for once.
Finally,
in this rock in the Atlantic.
Yeah.
A nice day,
good ones, yeah.
Yeah. That's the fucking weather update.
You gotta it's Newfoundland tradition though. You gotta talk about the weather when you first get together, right? Of course.
Because you know it is fucked up. Like we could like have a snowstorm like in 5 minutes. Really, like get those ninjas.
It's happened before, and it will happen again. Yeah.
Get your phone yet.
Yeah.
But I know what's been fucking up my productivity lately is Doom.
Oh baby.
I haven't played it yet,
plenty.
but looks good.
Oh yeah, I mean you fucking rock it after. But man, I couldn't be more satisfied with that fucking game, honestly. Like,
yeah,
it hit exactly what I wanted from that franchise, and it went back to the roots of like what made Doom like the core of the gameplay, the mechanics fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, like, you hop into the game, and it just reminds you of those old Doom 1, Doom 2. Just that reminiscent feeling. It's like they had that certain direction with the game, and like they really brought it back. And I know it went astray big time with the third one, which I'm sure you guys are well aware. I wouldn't say that it went too astray in terms of like it not being good, because I thought it was a pretty good game, but it just had this different vibe to it, different direction to it.
Yeah. Like it was way more like trying to be like a horror game in the sense of like suspense with your actions, not so much like. And I don't think they were really going for. Well, I mean, it's Doom, so you always feel like you're supposed to be fucking like murdering demons mercilessly.
Yeah, of course. It's really the whole point, right?
In Doom 3, though, like it was almost like the narrative was like this poor bastard is stuck in this hellhole, but he's hard as fuck, so he deals with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He goes through it. But like in the new Doom, it's like this guy. Like, the demons are in fucking trouble. Like, it's always like...
So that's exactly it, right? Like, you're the one who's unleashed and coming after them, whereas in the third one, it was almost like, you're trapped and you're stuck, but you're getting your way through it, so, like, you're the survivor, whereas, like, they're the ones who had to survive, because you're coming after them. And,
yeah,
the old games, you're just relentless mode, man. You're just running through. Just tearing through everybody. You're running from point A to point B as quickly as you can, right?
Yeah, and you're just, like, your focus to succeed is just fucking kill. Like, it's not hide, it's not like get cover. It's like kill them now. Like kill them all fast as you can.
Make sure you have enough bullets and keep blowing them up. And like occasionally the crazy puzzle comes up where you have a key. Oh my goodness! Yeah. Like you gotta find that color. I gotta figure this out. But
there's a door and it's a color. Yeah. I wonder.
But no, they're not there for the puzzles, right? They're just there because you want to blow shit up and it's wicked fun.
But actually, talking about puzzle, well, not really puzzles, the platforming. I have to say. Fucking impressive for what it is. Like, first-person platforming is never really a great thing. But I gotta say, for Doom, with, like, the grab, like, the ledge grab and everything, like, the
safety. What do they call it? The clamber, I guess? Is that what it is?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they actually have a name for it?
I think it's a clamber. I could be wrong on that.
Clamber? Like,
don't call it a clamber, I think, is the name. But, there's just, like, you're mounting up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're grabbing all the ledges, and that was really cool. They put a lot of thought into some of those things, and I love this. So they had like this indicator all the time, like this green glow or whatever, and I just found it was kind of like leading you through it as like an actual platforming game. Which I was really surprised by, right?
Yeah, and it was like it was so well designed that you didn't miss the critical path ever. Like you're never really questioning like what the fuck do I do? Yeah. Except for like that, like we were saying earlier, that I don't know how to fuck because again, just follow the green. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I fucked up the BFG puzzle like twice in a row.
Right. So the big fucking gun is back, of course. I shouldn't say spoilers. I guess.
Yeah. No. If you give a fuck about Doom, you know this is in the game.
Yeah. You had to know that. You had to expect it, right? You're hoping at least.
It got to be like this is how it works.
Required.
Yeah.
But they basically made up a puzzle this time for you to get it. So like, I don't know. I thought that was pretty neat. And I was just like you. I was talking about this earlier with you. Like, I was just standing there, like, in this elevator in this, like, little green corner. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? These lasers just keep coming up and down. Like, the platforms disappeared. So they basically just put you in this, like, death trap, and you got to figure out how to break the gun out of it, right?
Okay.
But, man, it was so good when you get it.
Yeah.
And they mapped it to, like, a core button on the controller. I thought that was so dope. So that and the chainsaw are, like, mapped as, like, buttons, where all the other standard weapons are on a wheel. And
so it's like, you have your main weapon core wheel of selection, but these two things are so like linked like into the fucking operation, right? And like so core to the game that they got their own dedicated main face buttons, like. Just like there's the BFG button and the chainsaw button.
There's a BFG button. It's like, oh, it's time. We doing this. Yeah.
And I gotta say, my favorite thing in the game so far has been Berserk. Like, I thought that was unbelievably fun, and like it changes the game again. It pushes you further into that like kill all these fucking dudes as fast as you can, but because now it's like it's like having the star in Mario. Like you're just trying to run and fucking take everyone out real quick.
Yeah.
But it looks super fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like
you're pretty much
just running through and just like
it auto just kills them. Like anybody that you're running into does like the fucking crazy murder kills. Like
these glory kills or whatever. You know, I don't know if you see those like in the trailers or whatever. They do them all the time. It's just like these really cinematic kills, right?
And they're contextual. You can just run up and whatever body part you look at does a different one.
Staring at the leg, you sweep their leg and smash their head, or like
and go behind them and stuff. Like
that had me pretty hooked up. Actually, they put a lot of thought into that, and I was loving that.
Huge system, like fucking amazing and executed well. But now here's like that's all well and good, like in a high level concept. If I told you about like these little few features in any game, it'd sound wicked. But what makes Doom so fucking deadly is that it all flows like butter. Like it goes through combat, and you never feel like you're bogged down with anything because like it always kind of balances. Like I think you're pretty much invulnerable during a glory kill. Like, but you might kind of I think you take some damage, like depending on what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks so good, and they keep giving you like all these pickups when you do it. Like they give you health and armor actually if you level up as well, and it just keeps you running the gun, and that's why that Berserk mode is so cool because you're just like glory gun, just ripping them open, and just running through it because your health keeps going back up because the visor blasting it doesn't even matter, right? You're basically just
just
tanking through everything, right?
Yeah, because every glory kill gives you health. Like they'll drop more shit.
Anyways, nerd out Doom, you can tell we probably like it. Yeah, I couldn't put it down. I picked it up on Saturday and finished it last night. I was just like, this is excellent. It was worth it. I'm a little sore, but it's good.
Yeah. So definitely a success.
I think so. Yeah, anyway. Definitely.
But I just like this is kind of like I didn't really care how it performed because I got what I wanted from it, and it was like Brutal Legend. I still that's one of my favorite games of all time.
Brutal Legend's awesome.
Yeah,
but it's kind of fucked up. And it didn't really perform great. It's not like it's almost like a cult hit, right? But what I wanted from that game got it like unbelievable, like hit the top, right? I was like, yep, fucking all about this, like,
right?
But it hits that tone, right? And the same thing, it was just so fun, like everything meshes together, like the feeling, the artwork, the fluidity to the gameplay, like it was I think it's a modern masterpiece for like this generation of games.
Yeah,
and hopefully it helps redefine this stagnant shooter genre, like because it's all like cover shooter Call of Duty loadout fucking bro down. Like,
you know, it does have some elements of like almost like an arcade shooter where it's just so run and gun and go. Like like if that was score behind it, like people would be competing for high scores and stuff like that.
Yep,
definitely that type of game. Especially because there's like big badass dudes you got to kill. You get bonus points for like actually doing the glory kills and stuff like that, just like you do pickups.
Yeah, so it lets you like you almost want to finesse it to get these extra points and better.
Yeah, and you'd be make it more cinematic, make it like all like just insane. Like people would find really cool lines to get in high scores. Like that would be really fun.
That's kind of what I'm getting at is like that sense of like it's not just that you're trying to execute the challenge. It's like the challenge is so fun to execute, and there's so much like potential in the way you do it that like you can kind of be free in doing it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But still in the context of the game, you know. I'll tell you what. There's another game kind of like that, which the Metal Gear Solid games, like you know how they just kind of give you a bunch of options and let you go through this area that has like almost varied challenge, like in style and difficulty.
Like there's multiple avenues to approach it in, I guess, right?
Yeah, and even
there's lots of games like that,
even contexts of gameplay. Like, like you can go in as an action game. You can go in as a stealth game.
Yeah.
You can go,
right?
You can actually take a different designed approach, but that's in your hands to do, right? They didn't tell you have to sneak from A to B. Right? That's how this level works.
Yeah. They're like, you can sneak to
like sneaking is an option. Like it just opens up that like potential of user experience to be more unique for everyone. Like
and gives it replay value, right? Because then you can choose to be a different kind of character.
Yeah,
definitely. So, yeah, actually, a few games lately have done that pretty good. I remember that game Dishonored. I don't know if you guys have played that one at all.
I did play a bit of it, but
that had a lot of that.
Play a lot.
And yeah, another one, Deus Ex. It's a game with a great story as well, and they really give you the option to do whatever you want. And my playthrough of that game, I did it without getting seen by anybody and without killing anybody. And so basically, I didn't have any guns. I didn't have to do that path. I just had like a trank dart thing, and it was just a totally different experience, right? Like from what I normally be doing, like third person.
Just, like,
I haven't yet. No. Well, actually, I turned over to. It was around the same time I was playing Mass Effect 3. I think they were pretty close, if I'm not mistaken, and that satisfied my need for third person shooter for sure.
Which actually, that's another, like, that series changed so much, like, from what the first game was to the second one. Like, I feel like the second one was like, yeah, this is what we actually are trying to get to. More of an action oriented, less RPG core approach, and it just got like more streamlined as far as, again, fluidity. Like, because I think if you played the first one after playing the third one, like back to back, like jump back, I think you'd feel like it felt like muddier. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be as refined of a system. Like, because like they even refined like the loading times like drastically. They took away the loading elevator in one. Because that was a big thing, and it was a point of development I remember seeing in interviews where it was like, yeah, like you always kind of get to an elevator to go through these different places in Mass Effect's like narrative worlds in the first one, but then they created this dynamic like streaming content system to keep it, and it gets faster and faster to the point where they can run a third-person action game in this fucking world right now. The game is so high executed that now they can pull this shit off.
Yeah, because you're talking about like cinematics in games and just covering that up now. Like, look at all these crazy games that are out now that are just like the whole thing's just a cinematic ride.
Well, it's Uncharted 4.
Boom, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of big games came out, right?
Exactly. Like, so you've been playing that. You played the fuck out of that.
I did play the fuck out of
There you go.
I actually finished it last night, and it was such a good game, start to finish. I gotta say, I never did a lot of exploring and stuff like that, but I'm going to go through it again just to kind of pick up the treasures and shit.
Well, yeah. So it let you know that there was like other side shit to do.
Oh yeah, and I mean they made the area so much bigger. Like there's not one path that you gotta just go through like this part.
Similar, like you're saying.
It's like an entire town. It's like, okay, well I can go up around this edge. I can go through the middle, or I can drop down here and go all the way over to the side. Right?
Really, I didn't know Uncharted was like that. I thought.
Oh well, this one's fucking huge.
Wow,
and it looks so good.
It looks insane. Hey?
It looks so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played it and I haven't seen much of it, but
it's all the little things, man.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Like there's one part where like he's running with a jean jacket on. I'll say that much. And when he's running, like it's just a little tiny like ripples, the ripples that it makes when he does it, and the way the elbows are and shit. And then I never noticed it, but Zoe noticed it was if a character's in light, you can see the light through his ear.
Yes,
where it's like red. That they have that in the game and everything.
That's subsurface scattering.
Everything.
Yeah, that's like and see, this is the thing, like with the current generation, like the big advantage now as opposed to last one is the multiple like shader technologies that they can utilize now, because that is a specific like type of like rendering. There's like you pick a range of colors based on the depth of the light that's supposed to penetrate the geometry. It's almost like, well, yeah.
Some crazy math shit. I couldn't tell you. It's pretty wild.
But it's great, like, and it was really obvious that they were trying to show that off with like the early PS4 stuff, because like Hmac was a good example to me. Like that character was just like, here's some sick ass shaders that we can pull off now with the system. Same thing with the environment. Like here's this really fucking creamy, smooth looking crystal rock that you can run past versus this matte, soft ground, and you really notice the texture difference. Like I don't know if to say not so much physical level. Well, that's kind of what it feels like.
Played Hmac.
Well, yeah, but
I played the demo, unfortunately, yeah.
But compared to like last gen, where it would be, all you're really going to see is it's either reflective or not reflective, and a color, and then like a darkness. Like they didn't have that kind of shader like development to really let you see like the grain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the real attention to detail, finer detail stuff. You know?
Yeah, like did you see fucking Drive Club? That
was like a canceled game.
Yeah. No fucking wonder, man. Like if you look back at their like original development and like what they were putting into that. Unreal. Like I don't understand how these companies invest so much in those like how are they doing all this? It's just a driving game. Are people really this fucking into it? Like
ambitious, eh?
It was like they were getting down to like they were completely detailing these cars, like inside and out, like specific shaders trying to match photorealistically down to the like seat fibers and the stitching in all these cars. Their model was supposed to be that the idea of this game is that you're actually buying that car, like this whatever, like Audi or like Lamborghini or something.
Yeah.
You're actually buying it, but it's digital version. Like it'd be like buying the most pimp model, replica. And you can play it and drive it. Right. That was their whole kind of pitch, the idea of it.
Okay.
And I think they thought that was going to be the next thing, you know, like buying the super digital version of a car. But, you know, I think maybe it might work now in VR. That kind of model could actually work potentially further out. But I think people weren't willing to throw down being like, yeah, I'm going to buy this one car model for the game for a premium price to just play it on a TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that kind of stuff now, it's going to be wild, man. Like, if VR actually catches on like that, and you're going to actually have, like, simulators and stuff.
I think
that
so.
Kind of stuff happens.
I think it's legit.
I mean, yeah. They're already using it for, like, commercial stuff. Like, actually, so I was talking to somebody the other day about this. They were using VR for training now with pilots.
Really?
Like, they're putting them, like, instead of, like, creating, like, a big fuselage now, or whatever it is, rather, I can't remember the name of that thing now. Anyways.
But like the front thing.
But yeah, like a cockpit and like, you know, the whole shebang there. Front end of the plane, whatever you want to call it, right? Anyways, yeah, like they now have like a virtual reality environment where they can simulate that properly, and that means like, you know, people can do that anywhere, so yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg too, right? Like,
think about what that could mean just like logistically for training, like instead of needing some amazing fucking like facility.
Yeah.
Right? They just need a smaller console and a computer.
Right. So big expensive spot, we gotta fly people out there, we gotta pay people to take care of the facility, we gotta do the training, get certification. So like you can maybe do it in your house. You know? If they have the proper setup, you can just like get a simulated like cockpit buttons and stuff like that and then have the screen on and
I think what I'm looking forward to, like, and I don't know if this is a thing yet, but I really just anticipated being one, is like the premium experience seat. Live event seat.
Oh wow! You know what? I've never thought about that. Yeah, having
like
the
what
best
about
seat in the house?
Like there's like the Sony camera at UFC, right? That's on the corner of the fucking like posted up in the corner of the fucking fight, and you're in that's your eyes now in the virtual reality that you got at home on your seat, and you're like looking at fucking John Jones fucking cracking someone's skull like.
No, trying to zoom in.
And, that'll be
a good idea.
That's coming. I guarantee it. Like we're only a year away or so. I'm willing to put money on that one.
Yeah.
Like I think that's going to be potentially like the new pay-per-view. But it's like Sherman, look at that Cirque du Soleil thing. Did you test that out with the Google?
The
Cardboard?
360 video?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen Cirque. Seen a few different wild things, but not that one.
That one was intense, man. And that's what made me think. I was like, oh, well, this is it. Like this is what's coming. Like, because it was you center stage on a Cirque du Soleil performance. And there's just stuff going on all around you. Like, and you can watch it multiple times because you miss shit. Like, there's times I was watching it and I turned around, didn't realize that there was a guy, like, coming right up alongside my face like that. Like, it's just like, Jesus. Like,
that was wicked.
Yeah, but
you said that was with Google Cardboard? How was it like a Morpheus or something?
No, that one was just with cardboard. Like, and it was like one of the best cardboard experiences I've ever seen. Like, it really convinced me that was like super legit because I'd seen some half jankier like game ones and stuff, but they're all like free open source projects and stuff like that for the earlier stuff. So it's not like people are spending a lot of money on production or even trying to execute a high level production for most of them.
Right.
Yeah, it's the shit, man. Like, it freaks me out to think. Like I already said, it's weird to think about the world that like my kid's gonna experience versus what I knew. Like he's gonna grow up with weed being legal. Virtual reality being like the norm.
Yeah.
And like, probably a fucking third world war between Russia and the States.
Yeah, you could be right on that. And,
that could be fucking right on the money.
But it's wild to think, like we were like booting up floppy disks and like stuff like that when we were kids, and the information was so hard to like pass between people, and now it's everywhere all the time when they're growing up.
We can say we didn't know what the internet was.
Yeah, we're going to be the last generation that knew what it was like before the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That even understood like why you would go outside to find anything
out. Just type in what's the weather like outside, right? And
yeah, I'm sure like you'd be like does my lawn need to be mowed? Like someone like your neighbor posts on Facebook. You're like, yeah, I should probably go to that.
Yeah.
I can order the lawnmower on this app.
Too true.
But it's like it's kind of like you keep going to. You ever see Idiocracy? Like the Mike Judge movie.
Love that movie. Yeah, it's a good one.
It keeps getting brought up like every year. People are like, "Hey, yeah, it's funny, but like this is true. This is getting weird."
One step at a time.
Yeah. And like I think there's an interview. I didn't read the article. I just seen it popped up. They were asking him like. It was just a quote from like Mike Judge saying like he never expected this to turn into a horrifying documentary.
Yeah, and definitely not when he was alive. It's supposed to be like 500 years in the future, right? Now it's like happening right in front of him.
Exactly. Like this is way faster than I hoped. It's brutal, man.
Yeah.
But talking about stupidity. Well, this is. Do you ever watch At Midnight?
The Chris Hardwick, right?
Yeah.
It's like the Twitter thing. Yeah. Yeah, my roommate, he likes it, so he has it on all the time, yeah.
There was a really fucking, like, awkward one the other night. It was really funny to watch. So, you know who Jon Dore is? He had a TV show.
Jon Dore
TV show. Yeah, the Jon Dore Show. Yeah. Which I thought was fucking awesome. Like
he's from, like, the Atlantic Province, isn't he?
Yeah, him and Tom Green are from the same high school.
Shit.
Yeah, they're like, they actually started out in comedy, like, kind of careers in the same town and early. They know each other and shit from doing stuff. Because I listened to his podcast and they got together and were shooting the shit and talking about it.
Well, there you go.
Which blew my mind too, because like Tom Green's fucking comedy legend now, right? Like it's so weird to think about. Remember when that he was the commercial of the guy fucking puking shit on a VHS, like
and just slapping cheese on people's guests' face, like
yeah, it was a mail order VHS, like with TV commercials, but it was fucking huge and like. He really pioneered a lot of stuff. Like, people, like, he was before Jackass. Like, he was before all that type of shit caught on. Like, well before,
Yep.
And it was the same, and still, like, there was a little while ago that they only started putting a lot of those old clips back up online on YouTube because it's like, why the fuck aren't these all on YouTube? Like, they're perfect for what YouTube is today. Like, he was that kind of...
He was way ahead of his time, I guess, right?
Exactly.
Turns out.
Like, he was, like... pioneering that whole idea of like the stupid short. He was doing viral videos by like TV advertising VHS.
Wow. Yeah, you're totally right. I never thought about it like that. But like, he made like short viral videos, didn't he? He just went and did something shitty or stupid or something like that.
Yep.
And record it and be hilarious.
Yeah, and he was really pioneered at the time. Like
yeah.
So it's really,
at least from my understanding, yeah. I don't.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I'm pretty sure like it predates like Jackass and ZKY and all that shit. So. But like Jon Dore show was a really kind of funny, irreverent, like half. Those interviews he did were awesome because it was like it kept going back and forth from like, is the guy in on it? Is the guy not in on it? Like what he's saying to him.
Okay. So,
I don't know. I thought it was really poignant humor. But again, back to the original point in this diatribe on Canadian humor. At midnight. Jon Dore and the Sklar brothers, who I don't know who they are, but they have a podcast. It was all Canadian jokes from the start, like early part of the episode, and even the premises then were all like Canadian jokes, and like you could tell Jon Dore was getting bothered by it. Like he was really kind of annoying because he's like, yeah. It's like, yes, everyone likes to say Canadian cities in a funny voice. Americans love that. But when it got down to the end, it was interesting because, like, there's always they eliminate someone.
Yeah, they had the red light of doom.
Yeah, so it got down to that, and at the end, Chris Hardwick was like, so I'm supposed to eliminate the person with the most points, but somebody put up with a lot of, like, Canadian jokes today, blah, blah, and Jon Dore was like, oh no. He's like, no, I'm a practitioner. You eliminate me, kind of thing. And then he's like, no, listen, I really want you to stay. And he's like, cause blah, blah, blah. And he's like, go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
Wow.
It was hilarious. Like, I fucking died.
Nice.
But, I actually did, and I was like, why am I not following you on Twitter? And then I did.
Yeah, is Jon Dore active? Twitter guy?
Yeah, well, that's why I jumped on in, because, like, you know how, that's, like, their instead of their actual, like, where their Jeopardy name would be, they have their Twitter handles on the show.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So I just jumped on that. It's probably, like, not even actually him, you know what I mean? It's probably, like, his secretary.
Secretary.
Right?
Maybe.
Post some shit about this. Yeah. But no, actually, on his Twitter, he said something like, sorry, Canada, I couldn't defend you better on At Midnight and all this shit. But yeah.
Right on.
So yeah, you also recently picked up your own copy of Ultra Clash.
I did. Ultra Clash.
So yeah, because you were saying your buddy wanted to check it out, so you guys had a few games.
Yeah, so my friend Greg, Greg and I are both Magic the Gathering enthusiasts. Yeah. One would say something like that. And
knows all about the menace.
I know a menace or two. Yeah. Scattered Tathma. But so yeah, we were both big Magic players, and I played Ultra Clash with you before, of course, at work.
Yeah. You get tried out early.
Yeah, got to bait it, I guess, and it was.
Did you play the printed one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you played when it was still.
It was like black and white, and stuff.
The prototypes.
There's still some cards that like are no longer in it. I think.
There's some that got edited and changed and renamed. So you played Whale before.
Right, but yeah, I always like it because it's like it's some kind of like Magic and like a Warhammer thing hybrid, and that's what I kind of found it was about. It was like maybe not Warhammer, but like just games with
intentionally.
Like like rolls and you talk about the Pathfinder, D&D stuff like that. It's just like it's got that element to it, but it's also got like a fast-paced version of Magic, which is super sweet.
So how did the games go anyway? Like, so who do you want to work your way through the game, or do you want to say who won?
Oh, okay. Well, I got wrecked.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, I got wrecked both times. So I was playing as I don't know how to describe them. I guess like the typical comic heroes and villains, or not even that typical.
You took the Chomtare universe deck. Like
my buddy Greg took the Chomtare one. So he had like Chomtare and Dare, and
you took the Vandal Chain universe deck.
Vandal Chain. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So I was rocking that deck, and so my buddy was playing that. And I had known about some of the synergies, I guess we'll call them, beforehand.
Capture Beast.
Yeah, so like Capture Beast was like personal favorite because I just recognized the mechanic and stuff like that. So I'm a big fan of stuff like that.
Which is you said it was like Banisher Priest, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of something like that. So like it's kind of like a Magic card that I remember is Banisher Priest rather, or something like Oblivion Ring. But that was like an end of the battlefield thing. Now in this one you had to like do the condition, which is like get the 2 hits. I think it was to capture a card on the opposing side, and it's just a really powerful mechanic for obvious reasons, because it takes out a lot of stuff in the deck, and that was pretty much the only way I was going to beat this guy, because what had happened in the game is he rolls out the 3 cards, and it was Chomtare and Dare and the Puppet Nurse Bear.
Oh, what a sick combo.
Exactly. I said the same. I was like, that was like one of the best fucking flops you can get.
I'm just like, oh my god, so all these guys are 10 everything, and he's just like, you're so fucked, man. And he just read it and he just immediately knew, right? And also he had this card, Bacon Sandwich, in his hand.
Nice.
And so Bacon Sandwich is, you can play and return so much health, or take so much health off of your character, and if you own Chomtare, is it Chomtare?
Yeah.
It comes back in your hand. Yeah. So, shit. Is all I gotta say.
He had like all kinds of healing and big heavy hitters, like right off the top.
Yeah.
But that's why there's stuff like Capture Beast in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Because that's them up.
That's what happens. Like, Capture Beast is usually the one that deals with that.
Yeah, and that was it. So that was my only path into it, right? So like, yeah, just kept cycling through some cards and getting it done. A couple of cards came in handy that basically didn't end in my demise right away, because otherwise I would have been smattered. But like, you had a couple like insta kill cards.
Yeah.
I thought I just loved that shit.
Easy way out.
Yeah, let's take them out and save the points.
Yeah, it's put them face down, right? Yep. So they like exiles them, I guess. That's all like Magic terms. I try to think of like mechanics and stuff like that just to relate it to. But it's something similar like that, where it's like out into a different zone. So
well, that's exactly right. Like the thing about Magic is it's I always call it now like the Street Fighter card games. Like it's your basic understanding of how to approach this type of game.
Yeah,
like, for everyone. Like so it totally makes sense. And actually, it was funny when I was writing the rules. Like, I had to make sure that I wasn't just, like, writing it out like Magic directions. Like,
it's like, all right, I can't do just this keyword. No. All right.
Exactly.
All right, no, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Oh, yeah, if I roll an attack. But it's cool because, like, you got your own style then, and those mechanics are sound because they've been around forever, right? I mean, it's been tried, tested, and true with certain things, and it makes the game run good, which it did. We had a lot of fun playing, man.
But it's interesting looking at it, like, especially relating it to Magic. Like I was saying to you earlier, like in Magic, bounce is not a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It sucks because you pump some mana and it
slows them down, right? But like
it's just a little bog move, right?
Yeah.
But in this, it's like clinch, like it'll save the game, like it'll keep you alive and could save the game because you
exactly
win,
yeah.
You know?
It turned side for me for the longest time because I got rid of fucking Dare or whatever, right? Or Jon Dore, I can't remember which one now, but and then his synergy was gone, and man, I was like, all right, buddy, it's time now, right? Like laying the smack down on you. Yeah, so that capture beast was pretty cool.
And even comparably again back to Magic, attacking twice, something in Magic pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
like, pretty fucking powerful.
So powerful, yeah.
Right? In this, moderately, it's good, but it's to me, I feel like it's just one of the moderate level things that you could do to make your chances better for winning compared to a lot of the other stuff. Right? So
yeah.
It's interesting to see how the game mutates those, like you said, you understand the mechanics from playing other games like that.
Sure, well, I can relate it to those things because it makes it easier, right? Now, actually, I wanted to ask you guys about this because, like, the combat system is so different, right? Like, this is like, and I love the fact that it's like this is just like this free roll thing. It's like I'm gonna attack when the situation serves me best with this guy, right? Because you have your whole turn to do it, which is cool. Because like, and I kind of like that. It's almost like a fast pace way that you look at the turn because it's just like, boom, here's your turn. You can do whatever you can and want to in it. And then you pass on, right? So yeah, like how do you like approach that as like combat? Like you decide like I'm just gonna go in and start smacking people right away if I want to. Like
how do we usually play it? Like I'm usually more strategic about like depending on the build that I got, but I usually like to pick. And there's times when I won't attack because it's just like counterattacks are real, like and they make a big difference. Like sometimes it's really not a good idea to attack. You know, like, and sometimes like Martin is the prime example. Martin is a psychological trap because
I've wiped myself. Well, I've wiped out a Braum on a Martin.
And the same thing this weekend when Tony.
Actually, no, it's because he took out another creature too. Because it's fucking did he get points? Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Had a pile of damage to shoot. So same thing happened weekend when a couple of boys were playing. The Destroyer Clan Titan attacked Martin. And did like ass load of damage. Oh. So that turned out pretty bad pretty quick. But again, it's like you're not really supposed to be attacking him. You don't want to, and there's a reason why he's only 1 point. He's not worth your time, right? He's just a bitch, but and you're supposed to try and like hit him for exactly how much health he has, which is only 4.
So if you do more, he smacks back, right? Is that what it is?
For every point of damage he suffers, he can shoot that many, like just like Tim like pings.
Oh damn! Okay.
Anywhere.
Yeah. So if you hit a lot of hits with Destroyer Clan Titan, he could win the game from his.
Because he could just take all that damage spread across your guys now
and take out your field.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. So he's tough. Yeah, he's like a little wrath factor.
But he's only worth 1.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you just don't want to mess with him.
And he only attacks with 3. Like, and when he has and the thing is he also gave him high initiative. So he couldn't, because if he had low initiative, he'd be crazy. He would coax out an attack every time he attacked anyone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he has to have a high resilience because if he's counterattacking everybody all the time.
Yeah, or getting
counterattacks. Sorry.
Yeah. If he pulls out a counterattack, like he'd be like, "All right, come on, Titan." Like,
yeah, he's provoking you, right?
Yeah, but that's why I gave him a high initiative, so he couldn't really do that to most people. He will always attack and won't get hit back. For the most part, there's a few people he'll.
And there's cards that make exceptions to that, of course.
Oh yeah,
right?
You know exactly. Like put molasses on them, and then so fucking there you go. There's a good synergy combo I actually haven't thought of before. Throw molasses on Martin and attack whoever the fuck you want killed.
That's fucking true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, you got to counterattack now, right?
Yeah, you're you're hitting back.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I never thought to use molasses on your own creatures.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Well, I suppose it would only really work for him.
Yeah. It's someone you want provoking attacks. Like.
That's great. Makes him like a total hero, like a unique card, you know? Because like.
And that's the way awesome. I wanted to design it. Like, I didn't want to have any kind of weak card that like is. Well, there's kind of some that need friends. they're designed, but they're also balanced with their cost. Like the furries, but they're going to get stronger with the next set as well.
Yeah, the furries are for the next set. Really.
Well, I mean, if you get 2 of them out right now, you get...
it works.
You get like a 7/6 and a 7/6 for like power initiative, and they have like 6 and 7 health.
Is it 7/6?
Yeah, because General has 4 and gets 3 from the squirrel.
Oh.
And he gets up to 6 initiative from his own effect, and Squirrel gets up to 7 health from his own effect. So boost, yeah. So that means if they come out, they're like a kind of like a Chomtar Dar mix, but they're a little bit like they're a little underpowered. But the thing is, when the other furries come out, they're gonna have way more.
So like a tribe deck, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's a furry tribe coming.
The furry tribe.
They're designed after the Slithers.
Basically, that was the influence.
See, yeah, so you got this really OP tribe when they're all out. Like if you make a whole deck of them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
it's always furries. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're always getting like crazy buffs and shit. Like I try not to make too many power cards that are specific synergies, but like some were just fun to throw in and make sure that they're good on their own anyway. But yeah, it's a fun game with the design.
It's a lot of fun.
But trying to make everything strong. That's the design. Like I talked to Matt at work, the designer. I kept saying to him like, I love Blizzard's approach because it's always like, let's not make something else weaker to balance. Let's just make everything else better.
Okay.
Right. So and that's why, like I said, Martin was just saying how he can fucking superhero a fucking game
because original Martin was absolutely garbage.
Exactly. Like I had to fix it.
He had no ability. He had shit defense, shit health, and he was 2, wasn't he?
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Yeah. He was just like
like fodder.
He was exactly, and that's what I figured out. I was like, I don't want these guys in the game. I don't want to like jank. Like you play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I have.
How many fucking cards are just basically useless?
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, dude, Magic is definitely guilty of that as well.
Fuck that.
Something I'm aware of. There's just so much jank, right? And it's right. You don't have jank as your hero, guys. Like, so it's cool to have, instead of a throwaway, something that's just a really unique ability.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what's so cool. And all you guys do that, right?
Douche Bro's crap too, and now he's got the gun.
Yeah, he's random gun. He just hurts somebody every turn, anytime you want. Which is, again, a weird strategy.
Oh,
because
man.
At any point in the turn. It's not beginning, middle, after this happens at the end.
Whatever you roll,
as they say.
Yeah, well, whenever, too. You'd be like, you wait, because, again, like, his is random, but, like, exhaustive. So, if a 6 comes up with 5 people, you do gotta roll it again. It's not like, it's not like Cruel Fate, like we were saying earlier.
Where you can just stack someone.
Yeah, so, but he's, like, we played games, and he fucking, like, targeted.
Oh, he's picked me off in games. Curtis had him, and then basically said you were attacking me with fucking Phil Crosby.
Yeah.
And no, it was Uncle Roger.
Yeah.
Because you were attacking me with Uncle Roger and picking at one creature I had out. I think it was like Chomtar or something like that.
Mm.
But you kept on picking at Chomtar. And then you had Douche Bro rolling the dice, and every single roll you killed him. You went for him.
Yeah.
And then after he died, you went for Hemo Guzzler.
And everyone.
And every single roll again was for Hemo Guzzler.
And that's why, like, I love adding dice into the game, where it adds that, like, clinch moment, like, potential turnaround, like, anything can happen. Like,
it's still up to fate a little bit, hey?
Totally. Yeah. Like, the truth of it is, like, you can have a game where you never get hit, or you never get hurt, because the dice can say it, right? Yeah. It always resolves by that. There's no 100% guaranteed, like, execute.
It's good to have that, it's just a different element, and it's nice, because, like you said, you can be strategic as you want, but at the end of the day, you still have to roll and make sure that those things happen, which is good. It's fun to have those random elements.
Yeah, no, I mean, it fucks a little bit with competitive kind of, like, nature of trying to...
Yeah, you don't want to be competitive, right? Not at least yet.
No, well, eventually I do. I want to run tournaments and shit.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're planning on having a tournament at NGX.
Yeah, exactly.
No shit.
Yeah, we're running a tournament at NGX.
Oh, man, well, that is awesome, okay.
So, yeah, and that's... July 22nd to the 24th.
Sick.
So yeah, and actually that's where like we'll have Ultra Clash for sale there and shit, and a bunch of prints and stuff like that.
That's excellent. Okay.
But yeah, first day we'll take registration and be selling the game and be doing tutorial games like me and you playing people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then we'll run the tournament on day 2 to kind of get all the brackets done, and I want to like track it on Twitter, like the results. That's how I want people to register, right? Like we'll have a bracket board with Twitter handles.
Okay, well there you go. Yeah, I'll have to pop down and check that out.
That's man, if you want to throw down, see if you can take people down.
Yeah. I'll bring my own deck.
Yeah, well, exactly. And this is the thing too, like, the way we designed it, I wanted it so anybody, like, could have equal opportunity to win at any level. Like again, we talked about Magic earlier. How much do you really, if you wanted to go play pro right now, like attack the pro circuit, how much do you really need to spend to have a legit deck?
Oh man, it can be very expensive.
Right? If you just ballpark it, if you were like, let's say you were going to like literally bankroll a guy to get started tomorrow.
Oh man, well, yeah, I mean, depending on the format you're playing, right? Like, there's like standards of what, like $600 to $800 probably for like top tier deck.
For like modern, just standard today.
Yeah, and modern probably close to $1,000. Legacy decks are anywhere between like $1,200 to $3,000 usually.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right, which is
that's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane.
So
it's brutal that because like it's only because of rarity. It's because these cards aren't being printed or at least in limited quantities, so they're chased to get right.
Yeah.
So if everybody had access to cards all the time, they just kept reprinting the cards that people needed. Prices wouldn't be insane like this, but a lot of people are making money, so that's how
and that's the other side of it. It is a business model and it's a strategy to what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck that.
We just made a game.
I just want a game where people can play and find out who's going to win. Like,
so you can buy your premium version or fucking go download it.
Yeah, you can go fucking print them off, throw in a few fucking dragon shields and roll around.
That's great. Yeah, it's access for people, right? You just play the game. Lots of more people can enjoy it. There's not that big barrier to get in like that.
And that's what craziness. Like Cards Against Humanity is what really. Well, and there's been a few other games that have done that model of like. Just fucking throw it out for people if they want it.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously if you like a fancier set, you can fucking get the legit.
Yes, man. And you guys are working on new content? Is that happening?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, like, well, Jarro's in the works. You know, you played the mobile game.
Yes, I have seen it, yeah.
So that's still in the works.
Charmed Her.
Well, yeah, the show that those guys are from.
Okay.
Have you've seen the cartoon, yeah?
I watched some older sketches of it, and I have seen it though. Like I've seen it in action.
Oh, we can show them the pilot.
That's I mean, there is a first rough pilot that is not. It was like the test episode, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So you haven't seen the finished looking one?
No.
You only seen the sketches.
I saw back when you were working on it originally. Yeah, you were showing up these sketches. It was animating, but it was like it's like you did the storyboards.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Yeah. Storyboard animation, right?
Yeah, Animax.
Thank you. That's all.
But I'll show you that after. So that's coming, but it's basically just been pushed back because I want to get Ultra Clash fucking rolling because I don't know, just a card game was something I was always interested in doing, and when I had the idea and to originally just try to do it, it was something I knew compared to Jarro and the cartoon could be done way faster. Could actually make it and have it have it completed. So it was almost like a choice to just have something ready and know that we got it for NGX and everything else, because Jarro is still a variable. It could take a lot more work, right? It might only still be in the alpha stage by the time we get to NGX.
Okay.
But yeah,
that's great though. That's come along like that. That's close.
The comic, Vandal Chain, is. I'll grab a few pages here because you probably don't even know the capture beast.
I don't know the story of Bolgal
or I'll just show you a couple pages and shit.
Okay, look at this.
So there's Naz and Ro and Maddox, all characters from the game.
Look at this! How cool is this? These sketches
you got these up on Twitter and stuff too. Yeah.
I've been posting I've been taking pictures of panels and just throwing them up to start throwing up hints and get some promotion stuff moving. But they all still got to be colored, right, and get done for the website. So these will all be going up soon. Maddox, Jarro, Brom again. I'm trying to find Capture Beast. Just show you his shit, his unveiling. There's Bolgal shooting that shit.
There he is, evil dirty man. Oh, there he is.
Capture Beast smacking up
Ro. Yeah,
that's from something else.
Dude, these look great, man. Holy shit.
But I think
unreal.
But it's all going to be up also on the website for free. So there he is. His main page.
That is one ugly motherfucker. Oh, it's his face.
Yeah, this is when he comes out of the ship.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So that's moving, and well, we've been talking about a couple of. We've been talking about Murder House because we kind of are still moving on that really.
Oh, I checked out Frankenhole after. I know what you mean now, but the way they done the mouths and stuff.
What'd you think? I was thinking.
I thought it was very interesting.
Right?
I actually liked the papercraft-esque fucking characters they got.
I know, right? And they got a lot of detail out of the shapes that they were using, and the simple mouths got so expressive just from tilting and moving and shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to fuck with some of that soon to try and get a test shot for.
I actually dismantled my fucking my dude.
That's
I stripped one apart today and I started running wires through him because I can actually fix him now.
Yeah, so you got opposable.
Because I tried doing the wire and the Sculpey. Oh, it was so hard to fucking
actually get it together.
Just to kind of build the frame for it properly.
I see. But that sounds like fuck solid. I mean, you got fucking like wooden chunks and dowels.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna fucking basically cut the feet and the hands off, and I got to reattach the legs another way. I'm actually probably gonna drill it in and fucking glue it. Yeah, because I'm gonna make actual hands for it.
Yeah, you make a little fucking jointed,
just the fingers and stuff.
Sick.
Just instead of like they're just fucking flat.
Well, I mean, even if we could just get the fucking clam, like the that flat and a thumb would be enough to work with first, or even the like half Ninja Turtle. You know what I mean? Like would be enough to get us like working with a lot of expression and different little like, you know what I mean? You probably wouldn't need a full hand if it's too hard to actually, you know, get all them little joints and shit.
It shouldn't be too bad depending on how you do it.
Well, I mean, you know, however you.
But I seen like in Frankenhole, like I seen the way they got their hands. Their hands aren't like this. Their hands are more like spread.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're pretty big too.
Yeah.
So
it's like their hands are noticeably bigger.
Because I think they kind of need to be, and we can do that too. We can stylize it for functionality, and that's why I'd be like, I don't want to worry too much about the shape and the style up front with this one. I would actually like to build just functional dude to get what we want out of him, and then like see what that is after, and go from that to influence the style. You know what I mean?
So what you mean function? What are you guys using these for?
Stop motion.
Oh.
Yep, stop motion filming for Murder House.
We were doing Jon Dore's head up there.
Jesus, you guys don't stop, do you?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, and I'm also building. I'm also building actually like big cosplay weapons for a live action
short.
Well,
yeah, it'll be a short. Wow. It might be a series after.
This guy.
Yeah, there's a little, and it was. I mean, it's on model. It's wicked.
Yeah, dark colors,
dark the red eyes. It's great.
Can you no? I'll keep that still a little bit of secret. I don't think we discussed the.
No. But yeah, I got Dare at home. I actually still have all of his face.
Yeah,
I have all of his eyes, all of his eyes in his mouth.
And that's what I would actually like to, because you did some stop motion with him.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I would actually like to get back into that maybe this summer to make the intro with that. Because I've been thinking a lot about like what the intro sequence could be.
Oh.
So I'm thinking maybe we do something fucking like make the little kitchen or something like that, and we'll do something weird like put it at the bottom of like a weird pit out in the woods or some shit like. But like something, I'm thinking something more fun, practical, like stupid for the intro, like more chaotically. But I'd like to do them stop motion for it, even though like they're not in the show. But we got mixed media anyway. I mean, Puppet Nurse Bear
is a sock.
Yeah, she's right here.
Oh, I get to meet
she's
her
gonna,
in the flesh.
She's gonna be green screened in.
She got one eye on the loose.
Look at this.
But yeah, that's Nurse Bear, the healer.
Legit, the one and only. Just wrecking my face.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, mixed media.
I know where you live, man. Nurse Puppet Bear.
But see, exactly, like that was the whole point to have this game out too, because then if people got into the game later on, they'd be like, wait a minute. So I like playing this guy. He's from what? Like there, and I like that. Anyone who plays it now, like you won't know, but I'll tell you now that Goddard and Vandal are the same person, right? That'll come out way later.
Spoilers.
No, but that's fine. Like it's not like crazy spoiler because like it's a story point. Like if anyone reads the comic,
okay,
Goddard doesn't show up right until as far as like that realization point, right?
Okay, so. I think it's a great way for people to understand the characters in the universe and get into that kind of stuff because, like, that's a lot of ways like you can get into lore. It's a nice gateway into that kind of stuff, right?
And the reason too, I
care about the characters
was like playing stuff like Blood Bowl, Warhammer, but even further the fact was like Heroes of the Storm.
Sure, yeah.
That was a big influence for like the idea behind the type of game that it would be. Because I always wanted to make a character combat card game, but then I was like, well, I got all these characters now anyway, so. I started applying to the idea of a universe where these characters fight, like even like fucking this. Remember Secret Wars from Marvel? Like how badass that shit is. People love fucking Civil War.
Exactly.
Like,
right?
Yeah. They just want to make shit fight. Like there's a bunch of series on YouTube now, like Death Battle and fucking Superhero Beatdown.
Epic rap battles of history.
Yeah, you know what I mean. People just like to see just anybody fighting, throwing down anybody, and that's why I get a kick out of seeing for me, it's really funny playing this card game because I already have all the context for all the characters. Not everyone else does yet. So it's going to be funny to think about, like, Uncle Roger fighting, like, Bolagal, right? Because it's like they're not going to meet in their respective universes. Probably not.
It's the Ultra Clash, man. They just met. That's it.
Exactly.
It just happened.
Exactly. And that's the idea behind the name, too. All the styles clash. Like, they're from different...
Yeah, I mean, like, you look at the artwork.
Yeah.
go through it.
They clash.
They clash, yeah. The artwork is definitely, like, separate styles, right? So,
yeah.
I can appreciate that. So, yeah, two separate, completely different things, hey? So, like, you've got the Jon Dore universe, and you've got the...
Vandal Chain.
What's the Vandal Chain universe?
And then, like, once Murder House is done, we'll do Murder House.
Shitty God.
And Shitty God is a special card that's going to be coming out.
Shitty God?
That's another series that's we've been working on.
Buzz, what? There's so many projects on the go.
Yeah, wow. but you know, they're all in the wings while we're playing through this shit.
Sure.
Yeah, basically right now.
It's good, yeah.
Jon Dore, Jaro, and Ultra Clash.
Yeah, these are the three main projects. What it's really just like right now, it's still really Ultra Clash until I finish the tutorial videos and start getting up a couple example games, which is what we're going to be shooting on that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we tried it last time, but when we were shooting on the pool table, like, it was really...
Yeah,
you can see everything on the table. Like,
yeah, I was stupid. I didn't, like, clean down the table and see, like, dog hair and shit on it. I was like, what the fuck? When I watched the video again, I was like, no.
So that should be perfect to film on.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I guess we'll call it episode
46.
This is Hero Mode Audio Chronicles episode 46, and catch us on iTunes and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and theheromode.com. And yeah, our Twitter address is @hero_mode. Our Facebook is facebook.com/home of heroes. And yeah.
Out.
Later.
Yeah.
Out.